Today's Facebook Live is video 5 of a 6-part series on body recomposition, how to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. And today's topic is on sleep. Sleep is so essential for managing your weight and improving your health. Do you know, when you're looking through social media, how many things say the one secret to this, or there is a magic pill kind of thing? And really, you should be skeptical of 99.99999% of claims out there whenever anyone says there's just one thing. But really, I almost say that there is a magical fix to help you lose weight, enhance your recovery, improve your mood, increase your libido, your motivation, your self-discipline. It can help you reduce cravings and stress, so you can manage stress better. It helps you think more clearly, and that is sleep. And guess what? It's free. You don't have to buy it in a bottle. Not enough sleep affects your hormones really badly. It lowers your testosterone levels. It increases cortisol. It increases the hunger hormone ghrelin. And if you're not getting enough quality sleep, you're going to struggle to drop fat and build muscle. So if you're just dropping into this Facebook Live, please say hi. Let me know you're here. I'm going to be monitoring the comments after this video, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have about how to get a better night's sleep. So there was a recent meta-analysis of 11 studies. So all a meta-analysis is it looks for good research and it summarizes the results of that research. So it looked at 11 studies and it found evidence that overall sleep deprivation seems to cause a person to eat an average of 385 extra calories the next day. Happy to link to that if you'd like to look at that meta-analysis. But it just shows you how sleep can really drive more hunger, more cravings. For me personally, my carb cravings, especially processed carbs, go through the roof when I get less than 8 hours of sleep a night. Sleep deprivation can also make you more insulin resistant over time. So that's really important if you're trying to manage your blood sugar and your cravings and your weight. So our bodies really repair and grow, and our brains reset when we get sleep. And it's as important as a healthy diet and exercise. In fact, sleep is so important that it's one of the first habits that we focus on in our weight loss coaching programs. So maybe you're wondering, well, how much sleep do adults need? And because it's different for children, teenagers, and the elderly, but averages really, for adults, it's recommended that you get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night, okay? Many people say they get by on 5 or 6 or 7 hours of sleep and that they're used to it, but really they have no idea how much their world would change if they got a good night of rest. And this is my husband. Like, he would claim that he was good with 7 hours, and this went on for years. And I believed him because he is high functioning on 7 hours. When we got back from our vacation in Greece, he just slept longer. He was sleeping for 8 hours. And he said it was a total game changer for 2022 when he got 8 hours of sleep a night. He just had so much more energy. So I really implore you to try getting a little more sleep if you're not getting 8 hours and see how you feel. If you're just getting by on less than 8 hours of sleep and using coffee to make it through the day, then please consider the following tips. I'm going to give you 10 tips for a better sleep right now. All right. 1, try to sleep a minimum of 7. I would prefer 8 to a maximum of 9 hours of sleep per night. Secondly, establish regular sleep hours. This is so important. It helps get your circadian rhythms in alignment. So try to go to bed and wake up in the morning around the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body will get used to this routine, and you'll start to feel sleepy just before bedtime at the same time. So don't stay up watching Netflix at night. Have a shutdown time. Set your alarm. Go to bed before 11 p.m., preferably by 10 p.m. Our stress glands, the adrenals, recharge between the hours of 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Also, sleep in complete darkness. For the best quality sleep, your room should be dark, cool, and quiet. Temperature makes a big difference. Too hot or too cold, and you're going to have problems with sleeping. You might want to consider blackout curtains. They are awesome for getting a good night's sleep, because when we sense daylight, we start to wake up. And if there's too much light, some of us just can't sleep. So on that note, tip 5, turn on the lights or open the blinds as soon as you wake up. Allow the daylight and the sounds of the morning to stimulate and wake your brain. This helps to reset your body clock and ensures that your melatonin levels remain on awake until the evening. This is so important for your circadian rhythms. These are your natural rhythms that occur in a 24-hour cycle. They tell you when to eat, when you have the most energy, when to sleep. It helps you with digestion, a number of things. And daylight plays a big role in your circadian rhythms. So as soon as you wake up, try to get some daylight. If you're living in the north, you got a lot of darkness in the winter, get yourself like a sunrise alarm clock. I've posted about that before. It is available for about $50 to $100. And what it is it gives you the full spectrum lighting, and it gently, what happens is when the alarm goes off, you start to get more light, more and more light, and it grows in intensity and it mimics the rising sun. So it's a really gentle way to wake up without the noise of a loud alarm. You can also have sounds such as birds or things like that kick in after it reaches full daylight. But it is so much less stressful to wake up that way. I typically wake up before it reaches full daylight. And it's been a game changer for me. So highly recommend investing in one of those if you live in the north. All right, turn on the lights or open the blinds as soon as you wake up. Bottom line. Number 6, ensure adequate exposure to daylight by spending time outside during the day. This is also really important. Are you getting the hint? Daylight is really important for your health and well-being. Ideally, go for a short walk during your lunch break. This will invigorate you and help your circadian rhythms. The main cue influencing circadian rhythms is daylight. Tip number 7, try not to nap, especially during the evening. If you must nap, sleep no longer than 30 minutes during the day. And I would say 20 to 30 minutes, because you don't want your nap to keep you up at night and change your bedtime ritual. 8, at night, don't work past the point of feeling drowsy. If you're feeling sleepy while watching TV or using the computer or reading a book, just go to bed, okay? Go to bed. Number 9, have a pre-bedtime ritual where you turn off all electronic devices and screens 30 minutes before bed. Don't have any of that blue light. Read a paperback book, have a hot bath, or do some light yoga stretches. These all help with your parasympathetic nervous system. They help you to relax. You want to avoid stimulation just before bed. Similarly, you don't want to work out 2 hours before bed. It's going to affect your quality of sleep. All right, number 10. Most people should avoid caffeine, especially coffee or energy drinks, 8 hours before bed. So have a cutoff time for caffeine consumption. For me personally, I try to cut off at 12. I won't stretch it past 1. It's just going to affect my sleep and my ability to go to sleep. In addition to coffee, tea, soft drinks, and chocolate also contain caffeine. A lot of people don't realize this. So it's a cumulative effect. And just so you know, people shouldn't be ingesting more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. So when you add up all your coffees, your energy drinks, and sources of caffeine, you could be easily exceeding that. In addition, I want to mention that a dose of caffeine usually takes 15 to 30 minutes to take effect, and it lasts for 4 or 5 hours acutely. And then it has a half-life. So basically, for it to completely be removed from your system could take 8 hours or longer. In some, caffeine metabolism will take longer, which is even more reason to avoid caffeine at night. I have a whole article on this on my website. I talk about it in an enzyme. Some people genetically are fast metabolizers of caffeine. Some are slow metabolizers of caffeine. And this is why some people can tolerate it and some people can't. But caffeine can also have a negative impact on the natural release cycle of the stress hormone cortisol and growth hormone, which is an anti-aging and muscle growth hormone. So if this pattern is disrupted, you may have difficulty sleeping or falling back to sleep after waking. Some people take sleeping pills in order to go to sleep. And unfortunately, sleeping pills can mess you up when you take them for too long. It's actually better to use some cognitive behavior therapy approaches. So see somebody about that to help you fall asleep. Bonus, avoid alcohol before bed, as it can prevent you from entering REM, which is really essential for your mental and physical state. So let me ask you, how many of these tips can you start implementing today? And actually, I think pick one to get started, get that nailed before moving on to the next tip. And by the time you've dialed in all these 10 tips, I think you'll be sleeping like a baby. One other bonus, try to get some exercise during the day, but not too close to bedtime. It can really help you sleep. All right. So that's it for today's topic on sleep. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about how to get a better night's sleep, what is your number one tip that you're going to start implementing today? Next week is our final talk in this series, and it's all about tracking. So it'll be video 6 of our body recomposition series. And if you'd like to work one-on-one with a coach to lose fat and build muscle through a customized diet and training program that takes all the guesswork out and helps you build better habits, please check out our New You program. I'll link to that in the comments below. Thanks so much. I hope you really have an awesome day today. Take care.